Narcissists are counting on you doubting your intuition and for you believing that you have horrible intuition. And they have been working on that from the beginning. For people who have come out of extremely toxic relationships with highly manipulative people, like narcissistic personality disordered people or other cluster B disordered people, I have a lot of clients and friends and family that unfortunately have had the horrible experience of being with a cluster B personality disordered individual or narcissist, sociopath. If you're feeling upset with yourself, which is a stage we all go through after we leave, for not listening to your intuition, how am I should have known better. I had all the signs, I had all these warnings, and I didn't listen to them, and I still stayed. Like, what's wrong with me? And thinking that you have horrible intuition. Narcissists are counting on it. Narcissists are counting on you doubting your intuition and for you believing that you have horrible intuition. And they have been working on that from the beginning, telling lies to see how you'll react and whether you'll confront them about the lie, and how far you'll go saying, no, like, I feel like you're lying, and how far they can take it and look you in the eye and be like, no, I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. And it just, my stomach just turns when I think about my narcopath ex looking me in the eye and doing that how many times. And he would see me distressed and upset for hours and he wouldn't care. And then 2 years later be like, yeah, I made that up. And our final week together where I was getting every day, it was like the honeymoon cycle every day. Used for hours during the daytime, and then at nighttime he would cry and apologize and give me this honeymoon phase that I didn't buy anymore. And during that week, he admitted to so many things that he lied about throughout the years that we got into fights about. And he kept it up for years. But finally, when I was ready to leave, decided he was gonna confess and said, yeah, I was lying. I wanted to see like how far I could take it and how far you would believe stuff and how naive you were. And he's like, oh, I know it's sick, but you know, I'm gonna get help. I'm gonna get help. It was his last ditch attempt at keeping me. He thought that him confessing finally to how sick he is meant that there was some hope that he could change, and it's just. And the woman he was with after me, after they divorced, somebody told me that all she posts about is narcissists and psychopaths and cluster B disordered people on her feed now. These people make a concerted effort right from the beginning to gauge you, see your triggers, and see how much baloney and lies you'll put up with before you'll be like, are you lying right now? Like, that just doesn't sound, you're lying. And they'll look you in the eye and swear up and down and act like you're being crazy and paranoid for not believing them. And sometimes pull this off for the entire relationship, this lie, because they want you to be like, well, wow, you know, wow, my intuition must be way off. They really are telling the truth right now. Because why else would somebody be so adamant about something like that for so long, unless it was the truth? They're counting on you giving them the benefit of the doubt. But the great thing is that you can always retrain your brain and relearn how to listen to your own intuition, gut instinct, and psychic abilities, and start trusting your psychic abilities and intuition.